Do you know how many sheriffs showed up at my door today? 2 in total, each a separate car. Do you know why they were there? Someone I don't know said that I wanted to die. Do you know that they have to take you, even if you detest so? They do. It's the law, and they enforce it. Do you know how happy I am? I sometimes find myself smiling for days. Are you aware what breaks my streak? 2 sheriffs grabbing my arm saying, "We enforce the law." Are you aware how many sheriffs it takes to stop me? At least 2. I even watched one buckle at the knees. Are you aware how many armed sheriffs it takes to stop me? Definitely 2. A taser and an armed hand shouting "stop" is sometimes all you need. Would you be surprised to know the cop car was as cramped as could be? The handcuffs didn't give me any room to breathe. Do you know what this means? It means remittance to the hospital where my mother tore her seams. Do you know what they expect of me? A strip search, some blood, a cup of urine, and photography. Do you know what they take pictures of? If you're risky, if you're as risky as they say, everything. Do you know what I did? I hope you didn't doubt that. Like always, I do me. Are you aware that if you walk out the door you came, it'll now take 3 police officers to uphold the claim? They say that confidence isn't merely a claim to fame. Are you aware that at the hospital, are you aware that you're at a hospital riddled with needles, stained with some tranquility? In hindsight, I guess that makes sense. Are you aware that anyone is susceptible? It's not just you and me. Would you be surprised to know that I found myself with every limb shackled to a chair, a catheter, an IV? Were also there. Do you know what I did? I screamed as loud as could be. Do you know what happened? More fucking morphine. Do you know how long it's been by now? Half day or so. Do you know what I began to feel? It might take years to know. Are you aware of Janice G? She's my constant observer, assigned upon my awakening. Are you aware of what she asked of me? What's wrong, little baby B? Are you aware of the stature that has carried me up these stairs? I stand tall like hills and wear a pelt that's always coated in soup. Are you aware of what I said back to her? I cried for longer than I ever had and told her I loved her hair. Don't be surprised to know that I spilt what was always bursting at the seams. You need to know what we said until Florence took her shift. Wait, I digress. That's just for me and Janice G instead. You need to know what I felt walking out of there like a man who was born again, all thanks to Janice G and myself again. You need to know about Florence, though. We talked for hours about what home was, her land. We caught a flight to Nigeria, and then we destroyed the man, all the while feeding me her papayas again and again and again. Do you know what the moral is? Halfway through, I thought vulnerability was my sin. Do you know what I think right about now? It had saved me once again. Do you know what my mother will dream? The first 2 verses for a lifetime to be. Do you know where she was? On her stoop with me far down by the cracked concrete. Are you aware of how many sheriffs showed up at my door today? I can only assume you put them there. Are you aware that I know nothing? Yeah, nothing about nothing at all. Are you aware that tomorrow's almost in frame? I've begun walking backwards instead of forwards there. Would you be surprised to know that I don't really care? I've got me, myself, and I in the present moment to be.